because nobody gonna do it for us.
Peace! Peace!
Check it out.
That is in your heart, because if it wasn't in your heart, you wouldn't be here.
Thanks, Ken.
Yes, sir. I'm well.
So this is a beautiful event as well, 6th annual event for your nephew. Tell us your emotions right now. What's going on?
Well, I'll tell you, when I woke up this morning, you know, I was definitely brokenhearted because I was going through pictures and I wanted to change the banner on my Facebook page.
Because this is the day. Today is the day.
And so I had to really, just bring Oscar back to life. And so, I mean, it was a little troubling scene this morning and just really painful. But I began to think about today, and of course, in hopes that the crowd would come out and embrace us and love us. And the crowd did. And so, even though it was painful this morning, this crowd and what happened here today brought joy, back, and it helped elevate me to continue to look to 2015 to be an even a better year in dealing with this issue when it comes to this heinous act of police killing our children.
Police terror is real.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel as your family, because you guys did not stand still. You guys actually made a move and fought to make sure that Oscar got some kind of justice. How do you feel that your work has been work that now others from Ferguson to New York, all over the nation, has now used that as their blueprint to kind of do the protesting and the things that you're seeing now with all the changes that we've been seeing? How do you feel about that?
I mean, before I take any real glory from all that, I have to give it to the community.
Indeed.
Because it was the community that loved us, embraced us, stood with us, cried with us, and helped us deal with this aspect of how to go forward in getting justice. So, I mean, I feel extremely proud to be a member of the Bay Area community. I feel extremely proud to be a citizen right here in Oakland, California. You hear what I'm saying? And I'm really thankful that the community helped give us time to be able to stand, to be able to deal with and go through this criminal justice system. So it was because of the community that helped empower us that we see today is happening all across the United States. It was because of right here of what happened with Oscar that helped, I believe, today become the basis of what we see happening all across this country.
Are you a little bit surprised that the justice system that we now see as the justice not for us system would continue to make these blatant mistakes of justice with no indictments and kind of show us that our black lives don't matter? Are you surprised that they didn't learn anything with the Oscar Grant case?
I'll be honest. There was a lost opportunity with Oscar Grant case because we stood up. Many of those that were in the rightful place at the time that could have actually assisted in making this a national event, not just an event, but a national movement,
yes, sir.
Kind of fell to the wayside, or not even stepped up to the plate. You hear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And so, people were scared to really align that were in position to help make this a national movement
that could have maybe even gave the officer probably more time.
Exactly. And not only that, saved thousands of lives. You hear what I'm saying? So though Oakland is the catalyst of what we see happening across the United States, it was our mistake on our part of not really elevating the issue. I mean, we got to remember, if it's okay, I'm going to say what was said on the platform.
Please say what you need to say, King.
When Oscar was called a bitch-ass nigga by a white police officer, and nobody in Washington raised an eyebrow, or even took issue with that?
Wow.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Explicit racism.
Right there.
Being exhibited in our face, and you're not responding? Something was wrong with that.
Yes, sir.
Now we got all these babies being killed, killed. Now we want to say that's wrong.
But you're saying that if you had paid attention the first time,
Right.
that we wouldn't be going through this right now.
You're right. Not to this magnitude.
Not to this magnitude. We still gonna honor your nephew's life, but in the reality, we would not be having these rash killings, especially in 2014, where the green light was set to like almost eliminate
Right.
young
Exactly.
black males or any black man that had some type of, opposition to the police.
Right. And I'll say it like this. Had we reacted, we would have now a playbook that's
Yes, sir.
proactive. You hear what I'm saying?
Indeed.
We're now trying to develop that playbook to be more proactive before these killings take place.
Yes, sir.
You know, we're talking about accountability on a regular, consistent basis. I talk about how important it is today that we educate our youth.
Yes, sir.
Because it's really about them and their babies.
Indeed.
You know, I talk about the plan that we need to have and what we want to see 2050, what 2050 should look like.
Yes,
and what is the
2050, plan ahead.
midterm goals, you know, maybe 2025, and then what we should be doing right now. Yes, lapel cameras is one aspect of it, but it's not the end and of all. You know, it has to be dealt with the DA. It has to be dealt with the grand jury,
It's
the
all
judges,
about- it's the whole system. Now, before we go, do you believe that diversity, because it's a word that's being thrown, especially with our Kevin Johnson, our mayor in Sacramento, diversity in the police department would create that change? Is it really a reasonable thing to ask that would create a change? Or do you feel, because I feel in the way of that the system is so broken that even if you have more Latino and more blacks in it, that it may not even work out? What do you feel on that?
So I'm gonna say this, we can't leave no stone unturned. I don't believe the way that the culture and the foundation of the system and the way it's been built will change any bit just because we got more black police officers or more Latino police officers or Asian police officers. There's a culture that is so ingrained in white supremacy that those that come into that system become so manipulated that they forget who they really are.
Wow.
And so it can be a black officer that thinks no different than a white officer caught up in white supremacy in a system that perpetrates this harm on a regular, consistent basis.
King.
Yes, sir.
Peace and love. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. Appreciate you.